Hi Cancer, welcome to this Tarot Love reading. My name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. So what I was getting was something like, there's a saying, but I couldn't understand this. I couldn't get the specific saying, but I understand what I was getting from what they were telling me upstairs. So it's something like, for example, I feel it's connected with you. When you're, and I feel it's connected to a mother or, mother. I'm just saying it might not be, but let's see. Something that when someone says something they do. So, for example, someone might be telling you, or you telling you something. Like, I'll give a silly example. When you go to the shop, buy some milk, and then go to the counter and then pay for the milk. And when you pay for the milk, haggle with the person behind the counter and say, I want it half price. This is a silly example, but I'm giving an example of the energy I'm feeling, Cancer, at the moment. So it's like your mum telling you to do that. And it's like, well, there's a realization of, but I don't think you're doing anything. Here's the thing. I think it's kind of like you're recognizing it, but you're not actually doing anything about it. That, my mum might tell me to do stuff like that, but she don't do it. Something someone tells you, something to what Billy says. This is what the saying I always get, but I don't think it's this. Billy says, Billy does. Something like that. And I was like, what does that even mean? But it's not even, it's like, well, they don't do that. So someone's telling you to do things that they don't do themselves, is what I'm trying to say. And there's a recognition of that. I feel it's like your mum. My mum used to do that with me and my sister. Always tell us to go and stick up for her with people and things like that. We was brought up very like old school and anyway. And, when like she'll have a high phone bill, we have to phone up back in those days, you could go into the BT shop and say and find out about your bill and things like that. Not these days. And she'll send me or my sister and say, why is my mum's phone bill so high? And what's this mean? And what's that mean? And say, argue with them until they give you a refund or da-da-da. That's what we was brought up like. And my mum never done it. Never saw my mum do it. She made us go and argue with people all the time, right? And I was like, there's something here, was what I'm trying to say. Like, you're recognizing, it could be your mum, it could be something like that. And I feel it's connected with you and your connection. And this is the Seven of Swords that's coming up in the readings. Is mirroring back to you. What deception have you had in your life, as within so without, Cancer? That's why you are attracting, say your person is Cancer, a Cancer into your life, this divine connection, which is mirroring back to you. Stop looking at me as the Seven of Swords as lie, cheat, steal. Who lied, cheat, steal to you? That's what I'm feeling with this energy. So let's see what's going on with, whoops, too many there. I'll take these though. I'll put them as underneath. So let's do this. I'll do it like that. I pre-shuffle before I click record in case you think you didn't even shuffle. Yeah, I do. I do. That's why I get the energy of what's happening before I lay out the cards. So let's jump into this, Cancer. What's going on? So the Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So I feel, you want to move forward with your person, the Six of Swords here. And here's your person, Mr. Knight of Wands, or Mr. or Mrs., whatever. But it's like you're being still. You're not sure how to move forward. And like I said, this initial energy, I feel like something's coming to your awareness that is, Six of Swords. Next thing is Seven of Swords. So you're pausing and reflecting on your person, because this Knight of Wands is known, not always, but in this is a player. So you maybe want to move towards your person, but he's in and out, right? He comes sex only, whatever, your perception. I've just got to say, I've had that perception with my person. you spoke to him, he'll go, oh yes, I remember her calling me that all the time. Early doors, right? So this is about you, but you're staying still here, and this is knowing the science. My Six of Swords is called science. This is about you understanding why you have this divine connection. She's holding her cup here. It's like about you loving yourself and not following a belief system or someone else. Maybe you're arguing, because I was talking about arguing, the initial energy with your person about, you just come towards me for shagging me, right? Seven of Swords, because Six of Swords moves, right? And move into the Seven of Swords, which is your person coming in. But he's on the horse is dark and light. He's here to show you the dark and the light. And can you see around his eyes? He's got blindfold thing, but with eye, you know, you can see through it. So there's something about you're not seeing things correctly. And that blindfold, it's like you're blinded, but you could see. For example, my mum, I just was brought up, probably like most children, I presume, but not these days, the new younger generation that don't even listen to the parents. I'm just saying, right? My day, it was what my mum said, I done. That was it. If she told me to go and walk into the road, right, and there was traffic, and she'd say, you wouldn't get killed, I had to do it. Just how I felt, right? So there's something I couldn't see. I was just listening to the words. But can you see? It's a blindfold, but you could see. So that's what I'm getting. I know, I'm just explaining what I'm seeing up in air, Cancer. But that's what I'm saying. He's showing you something which you were blindfolded to, right? But it's like remove the holes in the blindfold so you can see that's what's on his face. To balance out, right? There's someone who was in and out, inconsistent. Your person might be inconsistent, but what was inconsistent told to you? And this is black and white, the horse, where it's dark and light, right? And this is the on the Six of Swords, which you're trying to move forward to, is wavy waters and calm waters. So the wavy could be, like I said, my example, Cancer, with my mum. Go and complain to bring a solution to a problem. But when I look at it, when I look at the situation, my mum never done that. So she was teaching me something she didn't have the balls to do herself. There's something like that. And this is why you're twin flame. Starseed, lightworker, whatever label. This is why, what I'm going to say, you have a divine connection with someone, right? And the label is normally of twin flame. Because all spirit, well, not all, I don't know all, I don't watch all, but most spiritual leaders talk about 3D and 5D. 5D is the twin flame contract. That's why I have talk about twin flame. But you see, this is what you're here for, to heal that. You see her eyes close. It's like you was blinded to something, but now you must go within. And he's showing you with the eyes here. Look, you was blinded to something. That's what he's teaching you. My inconsistency, my in and out, something you was passionate about, right? So you could be like, oh, my mum was all right. She didn't say nothing. But I'm like, but that's why I'm saying, did she do what she passionately told you to do? That's what people do. Classic. I'll give another example here. And I was talking to my person about it, actually, and he giggled. So I thought, and I actually said that, I'll say no more. But I'm like, because I say to him when he was talking about one of his kids. And I said to him, I bet you want your kid, because he knows I hate school and I'm against the schooling, college and all that. He knows, right? I said, I bet you want your kid to be some solicitor, some doctor with his son. I said, something like that, right? And he giggled. I said, there you go. I said, but have you researched how hard it is, how long it is, how much money it is, and how bad it is to be a solicitor or a doctor? Everyone just wants, oh, my son's so clever, my daughter's so clever, they're going to be a doctor or a solicitor. That's what I said to him, right? And he giggled again, right? This is this scenario. Someone telling you to do something but have no idea about what it's like. So they're passionately telling you, you could, in a loving way, this could be a loving way. You could be so important. You're so clever, you can be a doctor, for example. You're so clever, you can be a solicitor. But a solicitor, I hate the courts. The judge you on everyone's scenario, not individual. And look at our fucking our fingerprints. We're individual. That means you gauged a case on an individual level, not on a collective level of, well, if you're not seeing your kid at this date, then the law book says this. This is this scenario here, Cancer. It's something to do with you can't see it. You can't see it. So your person comes in and out and probably thinks, could be your scenario as well. Oh, well, what's wrong with me coming round, 1 o'clock in the morning and sleeping with you and going? He can't see it neither. There's something, look, you're both passionate about each other here. Strong, passionate connection, right? But you're on different pages, turning different directions. And you're both like, you got your eyes closed. And he's got that. But look, he can see. You can't. You're closing your eyes. You're choosing not to see it. Right? But you can feel it. And and actually, back to back is the Lamescape. This is a divine connection. The Lamescape, the figure 8, the infinite symbol, is above the strength card and the manifestation, magician card. That Lamescape is as within, so without. So if you've had something that's inconsistent or not correct in your life, that's why you perceive your person to be incorrect by what he does. So this is about, I'm connecting with acceptance. You accept your person, and then that leads to love. You must maybe research your mother and accept why they used to do it. Now, when I done my inner work, I went and figured out, well, my mum probably, she wasn't alive when I got to do my inner work. So there was a high possibility that my mum had to do what she then trained me to do. Doesn't mean it was right, because I don't tell my son to do anything or my daughter to do anything like that, what she taught me to do. But there's something about you're just like, oh, okay, I'm just healing now. I'm putting some crystals on my third eye and I'm meditating and doing some yoga twists, and that's healing me. No, that's not healing you. This is deep inner wounds. Deep inner wounds. Underneath this is like your person could be with someone else, living somewhere else, or something like that. King of Pentacles, focused on his money, right? And stubbornly, like, it's just like, I'll just come and meet you and then go. Come and meet you and go. Sex only, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it. But you're not seeing it clearly. You're like, yes, I know there's a divine connection. Sex is amazing here, right? Passionate and everything. But, he just treats me as a shag buddy, right? Underneath this is, next to your person here is, this could be something to do with sexuality as well. I'm just saying, I won't go into that. This is to do with more on a personal level. I'll do a reading about that. There's something about, maybe you might know, something to do with sexuality here, sexual abuse, or with you, your person, something like that. But I don't like to mention it, and I don't mention it, but there's something here maybe with that, with your person. But also, it doesn't mean that he's just sleeping with you and like he's going off with other people and stuff like that, because I don't feel it's anything. This needs to be a one-to-one. Like, I'm not going to, say it on the channel is what I'm trying to say. I need to explain it on a more deeper level. But there's something here about sexuality with your person. I'm just saying that this is open you up to. It's like a portal of a new world which you don't know, and I feel you will be open to it, but you're blinded at the moment. You're doing it 3D. If you had a reading with me and I opened up to you or why your person's here and what they show you, I can promise you 100% you'll go, oh, I get that, and that's right with your person. It's about you going deeper. You're too surface level. The 10 of Cups is about you emotionally. Like I said, I feel 100% with this 10 of Cups here. When you understand why you're a twin flame, 5D divine connection, I feel it will all, it's like the puzzle pieces I'm seeing will all go in place, and it's like, then you will bloom. Then you understand your person. Then you understand why he's like it, right? Which I'm not going to say in this reading. It's too early and I don't want to talk about, but there's new stuff I've been awoken to with this connection, with these connections, let's just say. And you're definitely on that road of it. And I feel you will then feel aligned and feel in place. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling with this 10 of Cups here. But at the moment, you're blinded to it, and all you're doing is you just don't know where to go. It's like you're just sat there, you don't know where to go, what to do, what direction, because the Six of Swords is, you know, moving forward. But the Six of Swords has a guide in the boat, right? I can guide you forward. Others just do tarot readings and say extended reading. I say to you, and my sister I put my twin sisters talk video on the Soulmate community, on Twin Flame community and New Earth community, about why we are here. We're here to collaborate with unite, because if I'm busy with counseling, there's other counselors. I'm talking about mental health. I talk about sexuality. I talk about, you know, sexual abuse with family members. This community has everything to help you to move forward. So you understand this connection you have with your person, regardless if you don't even label it as a twin flame or not, right? You have a divine, I do not pull into my reality just soulmates. I don't mean it as just. I'm just saying I don't pull in soulmates. Soulmates are the 3D that go to the corporate world, that go and you know, do the hairdressing and all that kind of nursing, doctors. That's soulmates. I don't pull those in that have a purpose to build the 3D. You that is watching have a purpose for us to be the divine, because it's as above, so below. And this is the dots you are not. This is the puzzle pieces you are missing with this divine connection. This amazing sexual heightened connection you have with your person here. And it's like you always pull back together. There's a strong pull back because you're back to back here with the passion and the flame. Why is that? Other connections you can cut off. Why? That's what you need to know. This is what you need to know. I feel that's a puzzle piece that's missed. Look, twin flame past life connection here, which is a gift. A gift is known from the universe. A gift is alien. This is what this is. Past life connection, right? But you need to learn about it. This is your bliss. This is your happiness. This is about jumping into the unknown and come out of that cave of doing things, old way of doing things. Knight of Swords, like I said, as soon as you know this, Knight of Swords is fast. I think as soon as I do a reading with you and tell you on your scenario, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I get it. You'll understand. Knight of Swords, why your person, right? At the moment, you're not doing that. Yeah, you need to get onto your path. 11 is path. 11 is path. 11, you on your path, then your person on your path. It creates freedom. We are here to teach people how to be free, away from mental enslavement, etc., etc. Freedom of choice, freedom to be gay, freedom to wear a dress if you're a man, freedom, right? Freedom to do as you wish, within reasons, obviously, which you wouldn't have those reasons of killing if we was free in the first place. This is why you are here. Get onto your correct path on this 3D world. Wise up. This is about going within and gaining wisdom. Why you are here on the 3D, right? Being a divine leader. So you want to know more about that? Check out my playlist, or just go straight ahead and book me. You can book me here. There's no, it's not, and actually it's half price. I keep forgetting to say my readings are half price. I'll put them up when I put them up. It's not the price now. It's half price. My readings and stuff at the moment. So, but you can check out the playlist if you want to know more about the connection. Check out the Twin Flame playlist, which is on the Twin Flame community and on the New Earth community. The Soulmate community doesn't have the Twin Flame playlist, but I promise you, if you're watching me, you have Twin Flame connection. Please check that out. All right, I'm out, or go to my website. Speak to you later.